unboxing. We've got the new ATN X-Celsior 5x 15x night and day hunting rifle scope. This is not a thermal. It's a a night vision type scope that also works really well in the day. I'm excited to use this thing. My plan for it is having an AR-10 308 put together by my North Florida ammo right now. Should be done in the next couple of days, and then we're going to put this scope here on it, get it sighted in. We'll take a video of that, and then take it out and see if we can't shoot some hogs with it at night with the night vision. And at the same time, I want to do some comparison stuff versus using this night vision scope compared to my ThorLTV thermal that I have on my AR-15, and see, if we have a preference, if one's better in certain conditions, or what the night vision versus my ThorLTV, which is an entry-level thermal, but it works really well. I mean, I have no problem shooting hogs with it at night. So anyways, this came in the mail yesterday, so I figured I'd do a little video unboxing it, see what we get, and then next video we'll do another video putting it on the rifle and getting it sighted in, and kind of go over that process and hunting with it. So let's see. I love it. Like Christmas. Looking at the end here, this is it's got all the specs here in the end. It's a 2688 by 1944 pixels, ultra high sensitivity, 1280 high def, with a 90mm eye relief, and it says it comes with 30mm standard rings, which is with the pros. A lot of scopes these days don't, and then you end up get your scope and you get your gun and you sit down and put it all together and you got no ring. That's not fun. And you're waiting more days. Just right off the rip, we open it up. It's packaged real nice. Comes with this really cool scope. This is something that ATN does, and my thermal came with one of these as well, which is pretty nice, especially when you're traveling with your guns, or if you swap your scopes between different rifles with these. Well, my thermal, I won't speak to this one yet because I haven't read the instructions, but my thermal will save settings, so I can move my thermal from gun to gun and not have to re-zero, because it'll save the zero and then I just select which gun it's on in the settings, which is real cool. If you don't take your scope off of your rifle, then this is just a neat little bag that you can use for whatever it is you need. It's guns and stuff, we always got little things. Imagine that this is the instructions. Yep, this is the instructions. I'm a dude, so I don't need the, no, I'll keep them. Probably need to read the instructions on this one. Typically, we just throw them out the window. All right, so got the bag out, got the instructions out. I already see that it came with a battery, which is nice. And let's see what else we got here. Charging unit for the battery, which is handy for sure. We've got the scope rings. Very cool. I'm very glad that it comes with these. Like I said, so many times now you buy a scope and you don't get rings. Which, I kind of understand, because all guns are set up differently, and these are kind of set up for a Picatinny rail. Maybe you don't have a Picatinny rail, so then they would have sent these rings for nothing. But I tell you that it's really disappointing to open up a brand new scope and not get rings with it. Nice charging cable, which is also valuable to have. I keep one of these in my Jeep all the time, and to be honest, my thermal, I really only ever charge it in my Jeep when I'm driving too hot. Typically 45 minutes or so charging it in the Jeep, and it's full battery. I don't run it down a lot when I use it, but still, that's all it takes. We got a light, an IR850 VC cell. This is the IR beam. I'm not super familiar with these night vision scopes. I've never really used one. I've only used thermals. So this is going to be a new thing for me. So we will see how this all works. rings for the IR beam. You got your protectors for the scope, you know, to go over the end and keep dirt and whatnot out of the scope when you're not using it, which is kind of nice. Always remember to open this. You know you've done it. We've all done it. Hopefully you don't do it when you're trying to shoot an animal, because then you know, why isn't my scope working? It's just this guy. Anyways, good to have that. Keep it nice and clean. This is the eyepiece that ATN includes on these, and I'll be honest, using my thermal solely at night, I didn't like this, so I ended up taking it off of mine. And then I went to use my thermal in the day, and I realized why it's there. So I'm actually going to put it back on my thermal, because in the daytime it was difficult to see without this, you know, helping your eyesight and keeping the sun out of your eye. So we got that. And we got, you know, cleaning cloth for the lenses, which is nice because you definitely don't want to scratch those up. And then, of course, last but not least, we have the scope itself. Physically, I'd say it looks just like my thermal. A little different on this end, but about the same size, about the same weight. And a little different. I think they do the thermals have red printing on all the buttons, and I guess their day-nights have white, kind of a way to differentiate them. That's pretty much it. That's all that comes in the box. I like that it's got everything we need. You know, we've got our mounts, we've got our charger, we've got the eye ray, we've got instructions. So it looks like it's a pretty complete kit, and we can go ahead and get this mounted on a rifle, get it sighted in, and go hunting. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm very excited to see the difference between using this and the thermal. Now, again, my thermal is an entry-level thermal. It works great, but it certainly doesn't look like the top-end thermals, like the ATN or something like that, because I don't have one of those. So I'm interested to see if I like this better than my entry-level thermal, and then maybe one day down the line I get my hands on one of the really good thermals and see that they're, you know, the difference. But for now, that's it. Next step, we'll get it on a rifle and we'll go from there. Thank you guys.